family together. They say that this unbelievable secret could even tear their marriage apart. What secrets could this family photo hold? And why is this couple putting their lives in the hands of our paternity expert? Today you're going to see for yourself why these newlyweds, they've been married about a year, say that their marriage might be nothing more than a taboo tragedy.
Today on Sally, they're newlyweds, but are they also brother and sister?
What kind of joke is this anyway?
Could this whole family photo mean they share the same father?
I stared at the picture just in disbelief.
Will they stay together?
You say you are afraid to have children.
Will a DNA test reveal the truth?
I couldn't see anything coming between us.
Did I marry my brother? Today on Sally.
This is Johnny and Dennis. To protect their privacy, they've decided to join us via satellite from an undisclosed location. Johnny wrote me a letter because she says she has reason to believe that her husband Dennis could possibly be more than just her husband, her friend, and her lover. Johnny, you say this all came about when you saw this family photo. Where did you find the photo?
We were at Dennis's aunt's house, going through some old pictures, an aunt that he hadn't seen in 17 years. And actually, we just blew by the picture the first time, and when we opened our photo album and we're showing our wedding pictures, his aunt recognized my father.
Standing next to my mother.
Recognized your father?
Recognized my father standing with a wedding picture with my son. And so she asked who he was. And Dennis said, "That's Johnny's dad." And she asked his name. And he told her. And she said, "Oh my God, I have a picture of him." So she opened her photo album up again and pointed right to this
And this
prom picture
that I'm holding.
It's a
right
prom
now.
picture.
You say the picture then, the prom picture, is your father
Correct.
and your husband's mother
Right.
together. Okay, but the photo was dated.
Immediately I picked up, well, actually I stared at the picture for about 30 seconds, just in disbelief. I knew there was something to it. I picked up the picture and looked at the date on the back. January of '64. And knowing my husband's birthday, I immediately knew that she was pregnant in the picture.
So, Dennis's mother, who has passed on, which is maybe how this whole thing can come about, passed on and never mentioned any of these things. But when this picture, this prom picture, where she's with your father, was taken, she was pregnant with him.
Correct.
Leading you to wonder if he is not only your father, but Dennis's father, correct?
Correct.
Immediately after you found the picture, you called your dad. What did you say?
Dennis called my dad.
And I very calmly tried to tell him that I was at my aunt's house, and I came across the picture of my mother, and his arm happened to be around her. And he asked my mother's name, and I told him, and he goes, "Oh yes, I remember her." And I told him it was a prom picture and everything, and it got pretty quiet there for a while. And so I thought I'd let him gather his thoughts and called him back a little later.
And you did. Did he remember or know any of this? In your mind, did he know it?
We don't know.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure he saw a picture of my mother.
Maybe he didn't make the connection, or maybe he did.
He made the connection after.
No, but I mean when you two
Before.
got married.
No, there was
You don't
no
think so?
connection.
Not at all.
He
Unless
recalled dating Dennis's mom, and Dad did not know she'd passed on, right?
Correct.
So he said there could be the possibility that Dennis that you were his son, meaning he had sexual relations with her.
After we drug it out of him, he finally asked, well, are you asking me? And we said yes, and he said, well, there is a chance.
Now, you've been married a year. Are you happy?
Very happy.
You plan to have a family?
We've often
thought
discussed
about
it.
If you're half brother and sister, then that would take some genetic counseling at best, and
That's
probably should not be done at worst.
Right, we just figured that was,
Legally,
Didn't happen.
half brothers and sisters, most states cannot marry. I think there's only one state in which that you can. So you'd be breaking the law, you'd be doing something genetically that was very dangerous. And are you religious?
Somewhat, yes.
So do you feel that this is a religious taboo that unknowingly you broke?
that was a huge concern at first.
Was.
Oh, that was the biggest concern. Oh my gosh, what does God think? And what kind of joke is this anyway?
Have you in any way come to term with it on any of those levels, the legal, the genetic, or the religious level?
Legally, I called the state and asked them what would happen if I found out I was married to my half-brother. And they said, well, it just wouldn't be legal.
So your marriage would not be legal in the state that you live in?
That's what they said. So then I called a lawyer. And she said, oh, sure, it's legal. You didn't know when you got married. But yet, don't file taxes together.
Don't file taxes? That's kind of the least of your worries. Now, do I understand that you really couldn't even touch Dennis for 3 days?
That's true. At first, the first day, Dennis kidded about it. Hey, sis, this and that. Until we talked to my dad again the next morning. And my dad said, yes, there was a chance. It wasn't funny anymore. And I couldn't touch Dennis for about 3 days.
I think we have to put ourselves in your situation. Now, do I understand that you two disagree? Dennis is kind of, you have the feeling that you are half brother and sister. Dennis, are you half brother and sister?
Well, it could go both ways. It's 50-50. I've got a lot of my dad's traits. I've got a lot of my dad that raised me traits. So it's 50-50 for sure.
You always thought Dennis looked and acted like your dad.
We
You
kidded
know, a
about
lot
it.
of girls in a good marriage are attracted to a man who's like their father. If you loved your father, there's nothing wrong with marrying a man who's like your father. Correct?
As long as he's like my father.
As long as he's like your father and not the son of your father.
We joked around about it a lot.
Where
because
did you two meet?
We met in this state.
Where
mutual friend.
You met in the state you're in.
Right.
The whole family comes from someplace far from where you met.
Right.
It is not like we're talking about a man in a town what took a girl in a town to a prom. It was a whole long distance away.
We
Very
both
far.
went in the service. We both lived in other states. We both ended up here
So
and
the
meeting.
likelihood that a half brother and sister went all this distance in the service, all these different places, and then came together. Now, you say you are afraid to have children, right?
Correct.
And
I
you
feel like we just
say
couldn't.
that you need to know the truth before you start to plan a family. And you
Or to
also
continue
need,
with life.
you need legal
Need to know.
clarification besides don't pay your income tax together.
That would be more helpful.
Okay. Are you back being intimate with each other?
Yes.
All right.
Everything's okay again as long as we're touching. If I'm not thinking about it somewhere, it's still
Does everyone in the family know?
no.
No.
You've kept this quiet.
Pretty quiet.
Okay. What we're going to find out today is, and we can do that genetically, thank heavens. I mean, imagine if this were 50 years ago, you two would be sitting there never knowing. But today, thanks to science, we are able to tell. Dennis, you say your father always suspected he was not your biological father.
Well, I heard after I confided in my stepmom that it had been brought up more than once.
He didn't feel like your father.
There's just some things that came up to where I didn't do things like him or think like him. And
Or look like him.
I guess so. It was brought up a few times in confidence.
Now, you do know that after the paternity test, you have to really tell everybody, I would guess.
Yeah.
Right?
We're waiting for that to tell.
What are you going to do if you find out your siblings?
I've tried to imagine my reaction. We want to stay together. It'll take a lot of talking, I think, to work through it.
Hopefully, emotionally, we both can handle it.
That's a big one.
Because we love each other dearly. I mean, we had no idea prior to...
There's no thought that if you're brother and sister, you're going to go your separate ways.
We couldn't. I mean, we're still attached anyway.
We just love each other so much that I couldn't see anything coming between us.
But emotionally, this is tearing me up. You know, good days and bad days. I've got to know.
We are going to know before this hour is up the results of your paternity test. Hopefully it'll reveal the truth to see if you are husband and wife, just husband and wife, or husband and wife, we know that, and brother, half-brother, and half-sister. Coming up, more unbelievable stories and guests who put their lives in the hands of our paternity expert. We'll be right back. Who feel they might be more than husband and wife, that they might possibly be brother and sister. Today we're talking about some unbelievable and very unusual paternity tests. This is Jamie. Jamie wants a paternity test to prove to her fiancé John that the baby boy is his. He has accused her of cheating so many times that he now thinks that he's right. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who does he think the father is? A family member, huh?
A couple of them. He thinks it's anybody. Anybody I talk to, he thinks I cheat with. It doesn't matter who it is. Whoever is around, he thinks that that's who I'm going to be with. He thinks that a family member is because the baby looks like one of his family members.
He says.
Yeah.
Do you think the baby looks like a family member?
No.
No, okay. Did you have an affair with the family member?
No, I did not.
Okay. You say John does not trust you, always accuses you of cheating,
Yes.
right? You were together 7 months, and then you found out you were pregnant.
Yes.
You know who the father is.
Yes.
It's John.
Yes.
You're sure.
I am positive.
After the baby's birth, you've done nothing but fight with each other.
Even when he found out I was pregnant, as soon as he found out, he started being mean.
Why?
I don't know. I think he's scared or something, but he already has other children.
How many?
3.
This is his 4th child.
And I'll be his 3rd wife.
Okay. What is the reason for him being so suspicious, Jean?
I think he has a guilty conscience.
Why?
Because his previous marriages broke up because he cheated.
So if he cheated, he thinks that you would do the same.
Yeah, and I didn't know any of it at first until after I was pregnant and everything started coming out.
You didn't know about all these children? You didn't know about all these
I knew about the children and the
wives?
wives, but at first it was all their fault. Because I guess they cheated too after he did.
Uh-huh.
But his story was that it was all their fault, that they did all
Have you
kinds
met
of
any of
things.
these women?
Yes, I have.
Are they telling the truth, or is he?
Well, he admitted it. He admitted everything.
Oh, when he was confronted.
Yeah.
Let's meet him. Come on out. John, 3 wives. This will be the 3rd and 4 children.
Yes.
Do you support all 4 of your children?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel, without a doubt, that Jamie has cheated on you with one of your family members?
Yes.
Yes. You have told us such interesting things as your family feels that the baby doesn't look like you.
Correct. I've had several people in the family tell me that.
Because he has blonde hair and blue eyes. Well, so do I.
Well, look.
You are not paying for the baby's clothes because of what your family has said, right?
He pays for food and diapers sometimes, but he won't even pay for me to get any clothes. Or anything.
When you watch the baby, you want her to pay you because you might not be the biological father.
That's not true.
It is true. Yes, it is.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
No.
How much do you get for babysitting?
Nothing. I won't pay him.
Good for you.
You signed the birth certificate, but you say your name should not be on it.
Until I know for sure. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that for anybody to sit there and want to know if the
But
kid
you're
is
sure it's
theirs.
not.
I mean,
You're sure it's not. You told us you're sure it's not. You know she
because
had
of the
an
circumstances,
affair.
I mean, everybody
And
knows
not
what
only
she
that,
says.
but she recently went on a trip, and you think she cheated on you on that trip. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
No, I've been married twice.
Well, this would be the third.
Right.
Why do you think she's running around cheating all the time?
Because me and her was together for 7 months. We tried to have a baby because I wanted to have, you know, a little girl. Yeah, I did.
All right, go
I did.
ahead.
I could support all my kids. Okay, I could take care of all my kids. If they're mine, I'll take care of them. It's my responsibility to do
John,
so.
so you have to talk to me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So you tried to have a baby.
Right, for 7 months.
Yeah.
And then there was nothing. She comes back after going down with her ex-boyfriend, who she has left time and time and time again, and they
She's
got back
saying no.
together. Well,
I went to a hog roast to take, I have a daughter, to
Was
take
your
my daughter there
ex-boyfriend
with my mother, and he was there so that she could see him.
there you go.
I was with my mother the whole time.
Yeah, so you say.
So my mother even told you.
Okay. Now, you are thinking of marrying a man who does not believe the child is his, whose family is getting involved and saying it doesn't look like it, who has already had 2 other wives and 3 other children, and you're sure you want to marry this guy?
Not anymore. Not anymore. At first, before I got pregnant, everything was wonderful. He was great. He treated me
Happens
wonderful.
with a lot of guys.
And then
you
it-
say that you will leave Jamie if we reveal that you're not the father.
Yes.
Yes, that's good.
If you are the father, what will you do?
Then me and her have a lot of things we need to sort out, counseling, whatever it takes.
If he is not the father, do you know who the father would be?
There isn't.
There's no doubt. Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'm 18 years old, and I'm raised by my mother, single-handedly. My father left me. He didn't care. You don't need a man who's gonna doubt you in everything you do, doubt his own child if it is his. You can raise it on your own. I'm gonna tell you something, it is gonna be hard, you're gonna hit rock bottom, you're gonna go through bad things. But when that child raises up, it's gonna be more respectful to people and to his own mother, and realize that he don't need a man in his life as long as he got his mother. We'll be right back.
Today's show is about some pretty unusual paternity questions. There is nobody Nobody can come close to him in this business. Our paternity expert, Alan Geld. Would you please welcome him? John, family says no, she's been away on vacation, absolutely sure he's not the father. Child doesn't look like him, blue eyes, blonde hair, all this business. Absolutely sure. What is the result?
As you know, we never can go by looks. Mary is right, he is the father.
It's just my opinion, but my name is on the door, so if I were you, I would give him up, because a man who the audience agrees, and if I were him, I'd tell I'd pack my bags when I got home and never see any member of his family again. We'll be right back. You are extremely nervous right now. I would
Yes,
think
we
you would
are.
be. Alan, do you have the results of Johnny and Dennis's paternity test?
I do have some results, but first I would like to tell you and your audience that in actuality, DNA in this state only started 4 years ago.
Not, as I said, that long ago.
Only 4 years ago, for paternity.
Can you imagine? I can't imagine the world without it.
I know, but
I mean,
everybody
just-
talks about it like it's been around.
That means in the 90s, people would suffer and not know and not understand. It's amazing.
Years ago, of course, we relied strictly on blood groups.
Yeah, and that was, what, 50% or 25%?
No, it was a little bit better than that, but it doesn't compare with DNA.
Right.
As you may know, many of the blood types that we used to use were discovered by myself.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's true.
That's great. Well, they've taken a DNA test. What do you know about them?
Before I tell you what I know about them, you must know that with siblings, we can only do it if we have 3, and that's why we did test another sibling, or half-sibling.
Right.
We don't have full siblings in this case to test a half-sibling against. So the test becomes very, very difficult. But what we really need is the father. And then the answer is simple.
If the father of these two, or the supposed father of one of them, and the actual father of the other, were tested, we would know.
We can know that immediately, and very conclusively.
Okay, but what does it show now?
It shows now that there is a chance that they are related. But nothing is conclusive, Sally.
Until we get that.
Until we get that, and do some more testing.
Okay. So we will have that by the end of the show. We're going to have to tell your father, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yeah, I had planned on it. I just wanted to do this part first, and
then we will know definitely, right? Right.
I
Sally,
hope.
Yes. Have you ever had a case like this?
I have.
What did they do? What did the couple
Actually,
do?
it wasn't quite this difficult, where the girl was only dating her half-brother.
They weren't married.
They were not married yet. They'd been dating for 6 months, and the man was her father. I spoke to her 6 months later, and she was ecstatic. I said, "Why are you so happy?" She says, "Because now I have a family." And I said, "How about a boyfriend?" She said, "I can always get another boyfriend."
ask your father if he'll take the test?
He said he would take the test.
Okay, so then we will take care of it, and we'll give you the answer when we come back. We'll be right back. It's actually 3 weeks since we last spoke with Jeanette and Dennis, and they are here in person now. Since our earlier interview with them, Jeanette's father agreed to take a paternity test in private. He would not like to be identified on television. We respect that. Before we give us the results, I would like to ask Jeanette and Dennis what has been going through your minds for these past few weeks.
Just been really pretty hectic, actually, with how everything got stirred up, and without knowing the last time that we were on, just wanting to know.
Right.
A lot of things been up in the
What
air.
stirred up? What do you mean by stirred up?
Well, just the fact that we found out, you know, as much as we have already.
Right.
It's created pretty much a whole turmoil in the family.
And in the family, everybody's getting involved?
Well, when mom's in turmoil, I guess the whole family usually is.
Yeah. What's going through your head, Jeanette?
I don't know. I'm just confused. I want us to be like we were when we got married. That's all I want.
Before all this started?
Right.
Right? How long have you been married now?
Just over a year.
Okay. How did your father react to taking the idea that he would take a paternity test?
He was fine with it. It was basically the fact of putting it on TV and everything. I mean, back in the 60s and everything, everybody was pretty private, and that's the way that I was brought up. And
Well, my dad's been pretty stressed out too.
Yeah, and we didn't have paternity tests like
Right.
this in those days. They would, I think I have to ask Alan, I think they did something like a blood test for way back in those days. Now, Johnny, is it true your father does not believe he's Dennis's father?
He hasn't really said, has he? He just,
No?
he says that it won't affect his feelings toward Dennis.
Okay. Have you told your father about the possibility that Johnny's father might be your father as well? Have you told him that?
yeah, we've discussed it in pretty lengthy.
And what did he say? He says until you find out you can't do anything, right?
Well, what he told me was he thinks I'm a great guy, and if I'm his son, great. And then he loves me as a son-in-law also, so
Right.
he's
So it's an
still
easy
winning. Yeah, he's
transference.
winning either way.
We'd like to ask Alan Gelb, a paternity expert, to come out and join us on stage. Alan, is this a complicated or a straightforward type of test?
At this point, it became very straightforward.
Very straightforward. Do you have the results of Jeanette and Dennis's paternity test?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us what they are?
Well, we proved conclusively that he is Jeanette's father. And he is also Dennis's father.
So you would have to prove that he was the father of both of them.
We did, unfortunately.
It's hard for you to bring bad news, right?
It is, especially a beautiful couple.
Yeah. I'm shocked too, because I didn't want, I'm sure, Johnny, you didn't want that to happen. No. Well, I know a dream of yours was to have children, right, with Dennis. It's very it's so unusual to have this happen, but it becomes very complicated, doesn't it?
It's still just so overwhelming.
Isn't it? Terribly overwhelming. I think you need a hug. I really do. I mean, my dream is never to give bad news to anybody. course you love her. You said, I still love you, sweetheart. Not I still. Of course I love you, sweetheart. We'll be... You said it back to what would have happened if you'd never seen that photograph.
Life would have been normal.
I believe that Johnny was your sister.
Well, no, it's all happened pretty fast.
Yeah.
Like I said, we didn't know anything until a couple months ago ourselves.
The odds are so slim. And you know? And then you set it back to what would have happened if you'd never seen that photograph.
Life would have been normal.
You might have had children, and you might have had the kind of problem, you know, for that might not have been so normal, might not have been. So somehow, as ugly as it is, I always believe the truth sets you free, because then at least it's the truth. I mean, yeah. Your father wanted you to call him.
Right, first thing.
Immediately after, so we'll arrange for you to do that privately. He said he had other things to tell you. What could they conceivably be?
I have no idea. I talked to my stepmom, and because I say, I just want to know why. Why? And then so my stepmom said something to the effect of, well, it'll all come out Tuesday, and you'll know why. But,
meaning she knows something that he's told her that he hasn't told you.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We got no idea.
But I got the feeling that he didn't think that he was your father, right?
All he said was there was a chance when we asked him.
Uh-huh. You know, I can't mind read. I'm sad enough to do this, but I can't mind read, so I don't really know. There are legal questions, and then there's questions of having children, right?
Right.
Legally, ignorance of the law is no excuse, so legally you may not be married. Legally. In most states you would not be married. You didn't do it, it's not criminal, you didn't do it knowing, but legally it would make you not married. Genetically, why do we not marry brothers and have babies with brothers and sisters, Alan?
Because there may be defects that are in both parents as a recessive trait. And if you get two recessives, then that trait will come out.
So usually we don't. Does it always have to come out?
It
Could
does
they have
not.
children?
Oh, no, no, no. It does not always. But it really becomes a 25% chance that it will.
And well, can I look at it at 75% that it won't?
You can. But that's a risk that most people are not willing to take.
No, 75 that it won't.
That it will not be.
High, that it would,
Yeah,
to me.
That's a risk. Why put a child through something?
However, there is one thing that can be said. Fortunately, in this day and age, we do amniocentesis, and we can tell if there's a defect. Years ago, we couldn't do that. I'd get involved in amniocentesis with prenatal paternity testing, but it can be done if they were to stay together and have children.
Do you think you'll stay together?
I want to. This woman.
What about you, Johnny?
I want to. We have a lot to deal with. I have a lot. I definitely want to stay with Dennis. I mean, he's the greatest thing that's happened to me. But there's so much influence by society, and it's a lot to work through. But I'm willing to work it. And I want to find out a way we can make it legal. How can we possibly, I just want it to be right. I want it to be what it was when we got married.
What can we do to help you?
We gotta let it sink in for a little bit.
All right, can we get you legal advice?
Well, that would be
Love
nice,
it.
yes.
Can we get you, Alan, can you help them get genetic counseling of
Absolutely.
this? Because it's one thing for us to just say 25, 75, but they should know everything there is to know about this, and we have the ability as a television show, you know, to call these dudes up.
I have some
And make
people
them,
they could call today.
and pay for it. Will you do that?
Oh,
Do you,
absolutely.
who do you know that can be a counselor? Do you know a person who does that
I would recommend Mount Sinai Medical Center.
here in New York?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
I'm deeply sorry. I like you and want to wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Honestly. And please, anything we can do to help you.
I appreciate your help.
I'd be more than
Appreciate
glad.
it.
But you have to really call. Don't feel bad about calling, okay? Put some of these guys to do some work for a change. Not you, Al. Keep in touch. And if you want to come back to New York, tell us how things are going. Tell us, you know. Because I'm like you. I think everything has a purpose or reason.
Has to.
P.S. I'm dying to know what your father, if he knew and he didn't say anything.
Well, my mother's name was never brought up at the wedding because she's passed away. So,
And she had
That's
another last name.
correct. So,
So
No, no. Okay, we'll be right back. No.
Or get out.
All you bitches should get on your damn knees and say that I'm the man.
Sure